What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Patron MMA. Today, we're going to be recording a video with a professional fighter. It's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. And who better than an Irish Bantamweight? He's 3-0, undefeated with a 100% finishing rate. He fights out of one of the most prestigious gyms in Europe, and that's Team Caolan. He's an up-and-coming fighter in the UK scene. Caolan Loughran. How are we doing, sir?
Good, lad, good. As I said, I have a serious day's training on my belt, so you're always happy after you've done a good day.
So how's training been going over lockdown then?
Oh, I honestly, lad, we honestly haven't stopped. Mid-lockdown, there was obviously three lads fighting in that Fight Island card. Till was fighting Whitaker, Tom and Grundy were fighting. So we had like a small group of lads who stayed together.
How many?
So we kind of basically quarantined as like a team, like a small bubble essentially.
How many roughly would... Oh, sorry. Continue.
What, sorry?
How many roughly would have been fighting in the gym then? Like a training in the gym?
Well, there would have been about... I'm sure there was 15 of us because we were originally meant to fight on a wee MTK Probellum show.
Yes.
August 1st, we were all scheduled. Basically, to be honest, Colin runs the promotion, so we were all thought we were fighting at that time. So it was like 15 of us, but then the show was pulled. And then another show was pulled, but there was like 15 of us in. There was a few guys from other gyms that were brought in specifically for Till.
Right.
Biggest guys in, for whatever.
Yeah, big baller.
What?
So, big baller Till getting the boys in. So how was the vibe in the gym then? I know, like you said, that your fights all got cancelled, but was it a downbeat vibe or was it still an upbeat vibe because you could focus more on Till and Tom and Mike?
Well, that specific camp was probably the best vibe. There was just I don't know. It was like it's probably because we had three lads on the one UFC card.
Yeah.
And that doesn't really that might happen on a local show, but at UFC level, that's not really common. So the vibe was always good. We're always doing like the wrestling sessions is what I enjoyed the most for that camp because it was always group. So it was always like someone was being worked Shark Tanked every single session.
Oh right.
So it was like. There was always a guy resting that was pushing on the two guys working.
Right, yeah.
So with the tunes going and everyone just pushing, it was just it was an unbelievable vibe. It was that was a good time, to be honest, over lockdown. It was hard. It was very, very hard.
Yeah. Did Collins pushes even harder then because it was such a small group and because you were you training less regularly? Were you only doing one session a day or were you?
So during lockdown it was one team session, then you would do your own thing at the evening. Now we're back to the 3 a day. But that lockdown it was one with the group, if you know what I mean.
How'd you find doing your stuff at home then?
It was like it would me and my brother would train in the gym together.
Okay. All right.
Just pat each other, wrestle, whatever it was.
It's good that you've got your brother there as well.
Yeah, I sitting here right now. Is
it? Actually, you're on his Zoom.
What?
You're on his Zoom.
I'm on his Zoom. He only moved here. He literally moved here the first day of lockdown. The day the Boris announced it, he moved from Ireland to England. Perfect, and the whole thing shut down.
I saw him in the gym. I think I saw him in the gym just before I left. I was actually chatting to him just before I left.
Well, he was fighting February, so he was over. He'd been over a couple of times for like a week's training and back and that. But he moved here full time on that day of lockdown.
Happy days. So you'd say that the atmosphere in the gym has actually been a bit better. Has it been able to sort of clear everyone's heads, take away from the outside distractions?
Probably. At that time the buzz was unreal. Me personally, I would be lying. I never want to lie in these things. I always want to be honest. Yeah. When my fight we had 2 shows cancelled on fight week, and another one that I thought we were going to be on that was cancelled like way in advance. So I'd be lying if my motivation levels didn't drop a wee bit. Yeah. After that, you know what I mean? Like not that I wasn't training twice a day or anything. It's just like you kind of like, oh fuck me, this shit again. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's natural. Like I don't want to be the best gym fighter in the world. I want to win fights.
You want to get in the cage and prove yourself, sort of thing.
Exactly that, and it's just more enjoyment more than anything. I want to be in front of a crowd. I want to be in the cage. and that was taken away, so you're like, oh my God, I'm at the start of camp again, type thing. You know what I mean? But the morale was always good in the gym. It always is good in the gym. If it's put this way, at our gym, if you come in sleeping, you're gonna get fucked up. So you need a bit good morale going into the gym.
You're gonna get woken up very quickly,
or put to sleep.
That's it. So, do you think it's obviously you've struggled to get fights because of COVID and that? Do you think it's been a bit easier for like the likes of the UFC boys? Has it been easier for them to actually get fights?
Well, the reason are like the UFC have TV deals and that, don't they? So they lose crowd, but they're still making a fucking serious amount of money from their shows. Yeah. A small show, basically their whole income is the crowd.
Tickets.
And do you know what I mean? So the show being cancelled or no crowd kind of fucks it. So you
were saying to me that you want to be 6-0 at the end of the year.
Yeah, well, that was my goal at the start of the year. I fought in March and went 3-0.
Yep.
I usually like to fight like 4 times a year. That's been kind of what's done the last like 4 or so years. And that would have had me 6. I think it would have been 6-0 right now. I would have been flying. That is obviously shit that I didn't get to go 6-0. I'm sitting here 3-0.
Aye.
But you have to look at it positively, and also honestly, because I've now had a year in the gym where it's just been focused 100% on technique and skill set improvement.
Yeah. In
the best gym in this side of Europe, in this side of the Atlantic, 100%. So so obviously it's shit being 3-0 or it could have been 6-0, fucking 5, whatever the fuck it was. But I am a different human than I was at the start of lockdown. Not just skill set, like I mean mindset and everything. So long term, I think it will be a good thing. Obviously, I was saying motivation levels and all that. It was annoying them fights dropping, but my skill set is on it compared to lockdown. I'd have fucking killed the guy who killed the guy in his last fight at the start of lockdown. I mean that.
What have you been mainly training then over lockdown? Because you're generally a sort of karate stance stand-up fighter, aren't you? No.
Come back in March. I'll be different. Yeah. I was honestly, I've been 100. Like the way I see it is like I keep these things in my head. You know, like 2.0 is what's in my head at the minute.
Right.
So I'm back in March. It seems like I'm gonna be killing 2.0. That's kind of weird. That's something I have in my head. But if you surround yourself with the right coaching stuff, it can be. If you look at look at Brian Ortega's last fight, exactly. Literally a different person.
Yeah,
different stance, different style, different everything. So that's the way I'm looking at it. Me.
That's it. And whenever you're in a gym like that, and it's very focused, and you're all together, it's that sort of mentality of iron sharpens iron. Every day, just grind, and everyone's there for the same goal.
100%, yeah. Everyone's same goal. We've been, as you're saying what you're working on, we've all been kind of improving in over lockdown. It became was a lot of wrestling heavy, so we all improved in that position. Obviously, I'm not going to go into like details what Colin's teaching stuff, but it was wrestling heavily, like gripping the wrist from there, and everyone from that just like breaking your opponent mentally. Right. I think everyone in our gym's going to come out with a different level in that area, especially because I kind of go through like periods of training. I'll be like it'll be like a month where I'm like wrestling in the head, and the next month I'll be striking in the head. You know what I mean? At the minute I'm back to striking, but over lockdown was mostly that. They're trying to break your opponent.
Well, that's it.
Wrestling.
See, if you love all the different aspects, it makes training them a lot easier. If you hate wrestling, then you'll be less likely to train. If you love it, then
100%. That's the way I do. I like MMA so much because I tried. I was boxing when I was young. Like I just would get. I couldn't be a professional boxer or a professional anything. I think I would get bored.
Aye.
I'm not joking. I would get sick of it. Like if you're say a professional boxer, like you can spar, hit the bag, pads, and strength conditioning. You just alter between them. But with MMA, you can come out and fucking wrestle. Like today, Wednesday morning, is fence wrestling. So Grundy had we got this sweet technique, lad. Oh my god, wasn't it? So it was this. I'm not joking. It was Grundy, a game changer. Grundy, a literal game changer. A literal game changer. under Grundy. This wee leg stopping thing that just completely negates the scramble. So as we were doing this morning, technique against the cage. Then we done, 32 rounds against the cage.
32 rounds?
30, well, they're fairly 1 minute rounds with 10 seconds rest. But that's a lot of fucking, that's 32
That's
minutes
lot.
against the cage. A lot of rounds. And then we're back in at 5. We were doing Muay Thai pads for an hour. And then we had boxing technique. So that's just like a wide variety of training. So you could now. That's why I have literally the same interest that I had 5-6 years ago. It's just never, because it's just a different thing every day. You know what I mean?
And it seems to me that Grundy's the boy for the wrestling in the gym. He seems like
lad.
fuck me. He's just a monster.
Oh my God! See sparring Grundy in that wee fucking cage.
Yeah.
It separates the men from the boys. Let me tell you.
You come out a different person.
Oh, he is phenomenal. He's got a very good fight now. You may have seen he's fighting Nick Lance. Ooh. Obviously a big name.
Yeah.
In the featherweight, he's been a bit of the UFC for a long time. I'm very excited to watch Grundy go out and show the level. Because Nick Lance is like I think he was a collegiate wrestler, so he can show his level against an American wrestler that way.
100%.
His skill set's phenomenal. It's unbelievable training for us because like a lot of like. That's the reason I'm in Liverpool for that type of level. See if I don't want to slide people back home in Ireland, but
it's just a different level over.
It's a completely different level, lad. The way Grundy, like, if I put it this way, I wouldn't want my first bar with Mike Grundy to be in the UFC and it to be filmed and watched by millions of people.
Fair enough.
I'm not joking, lad. See that level, you won't get that back. Like around here, it's like the chain wrestling. People will be like, this, it's the single double back home, but Grundy is like you take a DC, for example, Daniel Cormier, it's like the 5th attack. He'll grab a single leg. He'll try and run the pipe on it. If he doesn't run the pipe on it, he'll go double leg. If double leg doesn't work, he'll go inside trip. The inside trip doesn't work, he's run the pipe, going back round for a high crotch to the back. It's like the 5th, 6th attack, and that's what the elite level wrestlers do. And I'm now getting to see that every single day.
Yeah.
Being coached by that every single day. And just levels going up because of that.
Up against the cage with Grundy, I can imagine just every day you're just up and up and up and up a level. You learn something new.
Lad. He's unbelievable.
I see. So like in a lot of gyms, you'd maybe get one fighter that's sort of in the UFC that breaks in really. And for Caolan for a long time that was just Till. And because of his success, then more boys have sort of gone in with Tom and then Mike.
Yeah, it's the second wave in Caolan. Like there was a time there was 7 UFC fighters in our mat, but that was way back.
Yeah, Adam was
Terry Adam would have been the main man. Oh my God, he's good. There was Terry Adam, Paul Kelly, Paul Sass, Mark Scanlon, Andy Ogle. Just I think there was 7, something like that, 6 or 7.
And would you see that as their motivation that because those boys are going up that door is open now for you and the other boys in the gym? There's a clear path for you to get into that top promotion now.
Absolutely, it's a big help when you have a guy like that. If you look at the guys, some of the guys McGregor get into the UFC.
Oh, I like.
You know what I mean? He got some absolute Charlie Ward. Like if you know what I mean. If you've got let's be real, lad. You know what I mean? Absolutely shade. So to have someone like that and with the gym flying and the gym to have a good name, it helps massively. But it's also like just a motivation thing. See how guys that got train every single day. You know what I mean? How they apply themselves day in, day out. It's like if I'm in the mat tomorrow morning and Tom, Till and Grundy are out training me. Like, it doesn't matter if Till can land his left hand 150 times or Grundy can take you down, but if they're actually applying, if they're training harder, then what the fuck why am I even there? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I have to in my own head anyway, I have to be out training them because I've done nothing. They're in the UFC, so for that alone, it's a motivation. But it's just deadly. It's just cool to be in and around the UFC every day and the UFC cameras and stuff to be. And I just think it's cool. Before I trained in the gym, like I'd never seen a pro gym or anything before, and I'd see videos of Till getting interviewed, and I'm like, oh, the gym looks class. And then you walk in, and it's all but stoic.
Yeah, you walk in, you're a bit starstruck and everything. You see him telling the mat, and you're like, oh.
uh,
No, but no, fair play to you. So, do you
I
see
don't. What's that?
do you see yourself getting into the UFC then?
Absolutely 100%. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. If I didn't think I'd be in the UFC, I wouldn't be in Liverpool. I wouldn't have left my friends and family and everybody. But
How long?
it's not just in the UFC. Like I don't want to go. I don't. If I get signed by the UFC and lost, I wouldn't be happy.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I see guys like as if they've achieved something like that. Obviously, that's a goal, but it's not like I want to get the UFC and then I can retire. I'm
aye,
happy.
you've been there, done
That
that
would,
got the t-shirt. Now
do you know what I mean? What the fuck?
you want
My
to.
goal is to be the best bantamweight in the face of planet Earth in the next 10, 11, 12 years. To do that, then you go to the UFC. But I'm not there yet. I'm not even fucking remotely close to that yet. I see that with Grundy and all, so I'm not. If you had asked me like 3 years ago when I was back home, that's probably not. You obviously need to be confident, but I would say it was a stupid confidence I had.
Yeah,
What I have now is a realistic, measured confidence.
you,
Where I know how good. I know I'm not that level, but I know I can get to that level. I know
100%.
that I'm in the right place. I've got the right people, and I definitely 100% have the right work ethic and the right mindset.
That's it, lads. I was gonna say how many fights do you reckon you're away? But if you think you're a wee bit, if you think you get a couple more fights in 2021, do you reckon maybe by the end of the year into 2022? Do you reckon
2022, I'd say.
22? Because I was gonna.
Because I'm 3-0, so if I say if I end next year 7-0, I'd say mid 2022.
So
Hopefully, it
I was
might get
gonna
knocked
say
out.
the new series of TUF has been announced there for March of 2021. The bantamweight division's in it. If they give you a wee call, are you gonna? What would you say to that?
Well, no, I couldn't because you have to be you have to be bantamweight like fucking 5 times in 6 weeks.
Yeah, that cut can be an absolute killer, I suppose.
Well, fuck me. I literally couldn't do that. If every single week was fight week, I would be
What do
a
you
pale
walk?
representation of myself.
What do you walk around at then?
So I have completely changed at the minute. Well, at the minute I'm about 69, 70 kilos,
Okay.
which is not overly a bad cut, but I'm very, very lean at 70 kilos.
Yeah.
About a year ago, I'd been walking around at 76 kilos to cut to 61,
Oh.
which was hard. And that sounds like fighters tell lies about their. I said I never want to lie in these things ever. I swear to God, that's the truth. But I have not that I didn't have a clean diet. It was just kind of like the wrong type of diet. Now I have a window throughout the day where I eat carbs. I'm taking everything really, really, really seriously. And diet something over lockdown. Me and my brother have changed what we eat. We just do you know what? I was actually watching. I was watching old McGregor videos over lockdown,
Right.
and I just tried it. He seemed to be on like a really low carb, high fat diet, but he was really, really, really lean for 45. Like never had a pick on him.
He was.
So I just wanted to try it and see how I was performing training, how I felt day in day out, and I feel way better at it, and I'm a lot leaner. So, well, my last weight cut was a lot easier. So it's for the better, isn't it? You don't want that. You don't want fighting to be about weight cutting, because you don't. It would take the enjoyment out of it for me. If I was like the last 4 weeks, it's just about weight, because like I want to enjoy fight week and enjoy the fight and stuff. I don't want to like be dreading it because of the weight cuts.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to. You don't really want to be walking around in a bad mood, hating everyone, just focusing on that.
No, definitely not. Wouldn't enjoy it.
Oh, fair. So, do you see yourself staying in bantamweight or?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
A lot of I'm about 5'6". If I stood beside like a Zabit or a Max Holloway, I'd look like a fucking
And so,
definitely bantamweight.
if you look at the bantamweight division now, do you see anyone that in a couple of years you think you could match up well stylistically against them?
Sean O'Malley.
Sean, you'd like to take out Sean O'Malley, would you?
I'd whoop Sean O'Malley today.
Why do you not?
I'm not.
All hype?
I don't think he's all hype. I just think styles make fights.
Right.
And I know I could break Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Well, fuck me. He got kicked on the calf, and he Banto, he gave up.
Yeah.
And he left on a stretcher. Like even fucking, he got stretchered out. Like even old Ben Askren, like he had a bad UFC run, didn't he? Fuck me. But even he was saying like, I'm not. He says I would hop out of that arena. He says I'm not leaving on a stretcher because he's mentally strong. He's a high level wrestler. He got a bad career, but he is mentally strong.
Yeah.
O'Malley leaves on a fucking stretcher. And as soon as it's over, he turns around and starts holding his leg, I guess. So he's got skills, he's got power. He'd be dangerous off his back, but I just think you
think he's mentally weak?
He's definitely mentally weak. He's not my level mentally, 100% definitely mentally weak. But I just look at it as like I just think I watch every fighter from the amateur Ireland to the top of the UFC. If you release training footage, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
So I actually like Sean O'Malley and Tim Watts. I think they're funny.
Right.
But the guy's listening to his approach to training. He'll set up on a Tuesday night. He'll smoke weed on a Tuesday night. Take the Wednesday morning off and then spar 3-5s on a Wednesday night. Or sorry, on the next day. I was like, you just could not beat me. You couldn't beat me. So I'd like to fight him down the line.
Yeah,
100%. I also think the build-up will be good crack with him because I do think he's funny. But all of them in Bantamweight at the UFC, because I say I'm not there yet. I'm not going to be there anytime in the next year and a half, so we don't really have to worry. But I don't think there's an elite Bantamweight, put it that way. There's no Khabib at Bantamweight. There's no Israel Adesanya at Bantamweight.
Yeah.
There's not even a fucking like top 5 in them weight classes at Bantamweight. I think it's like a lot of high level guys who are very even. I used to think Jan was like an animal, but I've kind of changed on him. He's very, very easy to hit. He's very, very easy to hit. But he could definitely knock me out. Like, I have to be realistic. He hits very hard. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Who would be your favorite fighter in that division then? Like to watch yourself?
To watch, it would have been Jan. Like I was wild on Jan about 3 years ago. I think Cody will be champion again. I think he would beat Jan if he wasn't a fucking mongo. He would, lad. See the way he fought against Dominic? He was absolutely world class.
Unreal.
Unbelievable, lad. And then he comes out against Pedro Munoz and just starts going like this and puts the head himself. So if he fought smart, I think he will be champion again. But obviously Piotr could spark him. Aljamain Sterling's last performance was unbelievable. That back take on Cody Sandhagen.
Yeah.
He's horrendous in the feet though, but he is very, very. I'll never lie. I would at the minute. My scrambling and everything is getting very good under Mike, but he would take my back.
Yeah.
So that's just something I need to work on. I confident I've said he would take my back at the minute and probably beat me there. So I just need to keep working and stuff like that.
Well, like you said, 2022. That's when you'll go from 2.0 to 3.0 to fucking 5.0, and you'll be ready for the UFC and take the belt.
I've got like 12 years to do this. I'm in the right place. I don't.
100%.
100%.
Well, what do you reckon? We'll move into a few quick fire questions here then.
Let's do it, lad.
Okay. So, who's your first MMA idol, or who got you into the sport?
McGregor. He was the first guy. The first guy I ever watched was Brock Lesnar because of a WWE fucking fanboy back when I was young. He was the first guy, but McGregor changed. Like a lot of, there would have been a period about 2 or 3 years ago. I'd have been like, "Oh, McGregor, I'm better than him. I fuck him up." You know what I mean? Through my head, stupid. Like he would have sparked me in the first round, but that was through my head. But like a large part of going through, like, not a large part, but I remember all them nights where I was like a teenager watching McGregor against Mendez and McGregor against, staying up, going out in the fucking rip, and then going home and watching them fights. That was all. They were always deadly. Like, so he brought a lot of interest to it, and I think a lot of guys in Ireland would be reluctant to say it, but we all have a lot to thank him for, because he like brought 100%. To the local scene. He the sponsorships I got, like, to go to America and stuff, never would have happened. MMA wouldn't even have been cool if it wasn't for McGregor. So I have a lot to thank him for. Not anymore though. I'm not like I'm no one's fanboy like that now. But he would have at the stage would have been.
He was the first boy that really got you into it, then.
Yeah, not got me into it, but like like the first one. I really look forward to his fights.
Yeah. What's your favorite cheat meal?
That I eat so clean. I'll
Come on, you have to love a Chinese on a Sunday or something.
Can I pint of Guinness beat?
Fucking 100%.
I say a pint of Guinness there. I don't like shit food. I don't feel good on it.
Fair enough.
I feel good on the pints though.
That's it. Everyone does. Who's on tunes in the gym?
At the minute, Till. I be on them right, but Till at the minute, as long as it's not Grundy. Holy fucking jeez, tunes in the gym. It's like you're going to a week. But like Till, because I like nightclub music, upbeat music. Yes, I just then I find myself singing in the middle of sparring and stuff. So you're playing, you're better that way.
100%. Who spends the longest in the mirror in the gym?
Till.
Till?
He brushes his teeth for about 45 minutes after training.
Oh, fucking need to look after those new white teeth.
Veneers, I want veneers.
Not yet, man. Not yet. You need to be.
No, not yet. But you need to be right. You see, like some people just look like fucking weird. Like Mick Conlon getting done his teeth, look like fucking.
It's huge.
You just need to be right.
Looking like
Roberto Firmino, something like that.
Ah, exactly. Who's your favorite fighter to watch then now?
Well, I'm. Do you know what I'm on at the minute? People probably don't even know him. Do you know a guy Rafael Fiziev? No. He fought Marty Akisa. I'm loving his style at the minute. But the last few years, it's been Khabib. Like he's been my favorite fighter. It's his mindset more than anything.
Yeah.
Khabib would just kill you with a smile on his face.
Just like an unbreakable mental attitude.
Literally unbreakable. That's he's got like a mindset and a skill set that's just setting the standard, and like something that you have to look up to.
100%. If you're gonna build yourself around a fighter, Khabib's the one you should look into.
Do you know what he had, lad? I watched your video, that like aura of invincibility on the GOAT thing.
Yeah.
That was a good point. You made I like that. He has that. It's kind of like that Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I'm going in to fight Khabib. It's like you don't expect him to lose. I think in the back of the opponent's head, he's walking in and thinking, well, maybe I can catch him, but this is going to be a fucking rough night. You know what I mean?
100%. I always think about it like, I always just say to my mates, it's like, imagine standing across the octagon from Silva or Khabib. Can you imagine just looking across the ring and you're about to fight them? You'd just be.
Do you know what truth that is? Huh? I don't know if I'm like wired right in the head or wired wrong in the head, but I like want to be under Khabib. I want to feel his pressure. Well, I don't know. I swear to God, I want to like. I can almost imagine what it's like, but I want to feel it.
Yeah.
Because my brother just said this sounded wild weird.
I said pause.
I want to feel his pressure anyway. I'd like to be in that. Like, I'm not saying I beat him. I'm not saying that. Yeah. I just like to like feel
what it is actually like.
Exactly. I'd like to just test my skills against it. You know what I mean?
100%.
He wouldn't break me though. I'll tell you that much.
Who do you think's the best looking female fighter in MMA?
Say it again, sorry.
Who's the fittest female fighter in MMA?
Oh, lad, I do not like women's MMA. No, I can't watch. Shevchenko.
Her sister or Valentina?
Valentina, not her sister. Did you say best or fittest?
No, fittest. Who's the fittest? Who's the best looking?
Oh, Paige Vincent.
You like a bit of Paige, do you?
But tell you, fucking Joanna's looking well these days to get the tits done. She's looking well
though. What's the one thing you dread most going into training? Like, is there a specific day or something that you're doing and you're just like, ah?
No, that again, lad, I don't know if I'm like fucking wired right in the head or wired wrong in the head, but I go try and make it as hard as possible. I try to get sparring with Till, try to get sparring with Grundy and stuff like that. What about dread? I don't like
it's nothing.
Well, not on MMA. Really, I hate doing burpees. If that counts.
All right, yeah.
I hate the warm stuff like that.
Fair enough. What's your dream venue to fight in?
Casement Park.
Casement Park?
It's not even built yet, but just got the plans just got passed. It only just literally. It used to be the Odyssey.
Right. Yeah.
Because obviously everyone wants to fight in Vegas and stuff like that, but I just think I Taylor on the Echo and McGregor on the 3 and stuff like that. There, I just like that night in Belfast. That's why weird. On the way, I used to do a lot of my training in Belfast. Like I live in Tyrone, but I used to drive up them one every single day, at least once a day, to train in Belfast. And I used to go like the long way home from the Gracie Bar to go past the Odyssey, just to get like a wee visualizing thing in my head.
Of you
so
fighting?
it was that, but now that Casement Park's been talked about, it would be Casement Park, because I like Gaelic football, like, so it would be Casement Park. That would be
Not
UFC
Windsor
Casement
Park.
would be it. What?
Not Windsor Park.
Not Windsor Park, no.
On the drink, who's the biggest lightweight in the gym?
Oh, Dylan. Do you know Dylan Evans?
Dylan Evans, no. Who's that?
He cannot drink for fuck. Well, they'll all weigh me up. I'd never, only after a fight I'd ever drink, but I think for some reason I think me and Tiernan, my brother, are some sort of fucking alcoholics. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
Why do you
But after fights, what?
You just go hard on it?
Because you're from Ireland, and then you go out, have a pint now. But I'd say Dylan there.
Fair enough.
Been out with him a few times.
Okay, and last question: who'd be Coach Collins' wee pet? Who's his favorite fighter?
I don't know. I probably have to go with Till on that one. He's took the gym to another level there. Like, I don't know.
Lad, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for giving me your time.
No worries, lad. The show, the channel's good. I watched the first 2. Is the channel still going?
Aye, yeah.
On YouTube? No, I couldn't find it today. I watched your one on the goat. It was good. Aye, good insight.
Aye, I've been trying to get a couple of videos going. I've done a video there on Monday. I haven't got around to editing yet, but it was about how Khabib put a wee Instagram picture up there a couple of days ago saying "see you soon" at Dana White, and then I did a whole video about how if he was going to come back, should be GSP, and at 165, make that new division.
That'd be true, yeah.
Go 155, 165, 175.
Yeah. So, more stars, isn't it? More belts.
Exactly. That's it. That's what Dana wants. More titles.
Exactly.
And
that would just be tactically sick fight.
100%. 100%.
Yes, sir.
Right, lad. I'll let you get off, but it's been a pleasure talking to you.
No worries, lad. All the best.
All right. Cheers. Bye-bye.